So That Reminds Me, Reminder Publishing's bi-weekly podcast discussing Western Mass news. My name is Dennis Hackett.
I'm Lauren LaBelle.
And I'm Tyler Garnett.
And we'll be your hosts for today's episode.
The Biggie kicks off today, Friday, September 12th. And before you make your way to the fairgrounds, we've got the inside scoop on this year's must-try foods. A few weeks ago, our team hit the media food preview, taste testing some of the brand new creations debuting at the fair. In this episode, we'll share some of our favorites and give you the rundown on what's worth lining up for.
Plus, to give you an inside look, we'll have some sound direct from media preview with culinary creators describing their offerings and members of the staff giving you their instant reaction.
Oh, it is once again Big E season. Are you guys excited to not only talk about the food, but get back there and try some more?
Very excited. We're recording this on a Wednesday, so Thursday, the night before the Big E opens, we're going to the Big E media party, so that's always fun. Looking forward to that, and looking forward to going to the fair as well.
Yeah, we really kind of lucked out. Normally we get like one free ticket, but they gave us a few extra this year, so that was pretty cool.
Yes.
Through work, so we're looking forward to that for sure. Definitely gonna hopefully take some friends and go.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, I agree. It's exciting. It creeps up on us, I feel like, quickly every year. I mean, just a couple weeks ago we were at the media taste. Tomorrow we're gonna get to try some more food and more drinks and more desserts. So I look forward to this time of year and then tracking them down at the fair.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to trying a couple of those drinks that we didn't get to try. I know Angry Orchard has like a pumpkin cider that they're doing special for the Big E. I saw on Instagram yesterday. Yep. And then Down East is also doing their, I want to say it was an apple pie cider. So that'll be an interesting try. Really. I've been on a huge cider kick lately with the cool temperatures and everything, thinking fall. So it's been kind of what I've been on. But
once it hits September 1st, I mean, it's pretty much fall time.
Yeah, that is true. But especially this year, I feel like it's been so much cooler than it usually has. So I don't know.
Which is nice.
It was weird driving this morning, seeing like leaves already changing and stuff. I'm just like, this feels really early.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess fair season, fall's coming.
It is here.
And football's back.
Yeah.
So really just a great time of year all around. And before we're going to start talking about some of these foods, we're going to take a little break.
We get it. You're busy, but you want to be connected to your local community. If you're not reading The Reminder, Western Mass's free weekly newspaper, you're missing out on the heartbeat of your town. Stay in the loop with all the latest buzz, from local stories to community updates and exciting events. It's all in The Reminder. Just log on to thereminder.com and dive into the hometown news you love. To subscribe to receive The Reminder at your home, call 413-788-1316. Don't miss a beat. Your town, your stories, your community for over 60 years. The Reminder. We are hometown news. Are you hearing wedding bells? Take a deep breath. Go Local Magazine has your back. Our wedding special section is your one-stop resource to the best in local photographers, caterers, florists, venues, and so much more. Get inspired by the couples who share their special day with us. Then check out the experts who created their perfect event. It's all here and all at your fingertips in Go Local. And are you an advertiser looking to reach local couples planning a wedding? Contact Sales Manager Scott Green at 525-6695 to be part of Go Local Weddings.
And we're back. Of course, one of the foods most synonymous with the Big E is the cream puff. And over the years, they've been introducing some new twists and flavors. This year, in addition to the classic, there will also be an espresso cream puff. Before we tell you what we thought about it, here's E.J. Dean, the owner of the Big E Bakery, to give us some insight on this creation.
This year, we're excited. Our flavor of the year, after the great success of cookies and cream last year, we're going with an espresso cream puff this year. So when you're on the grounds, you can sit back, relax, enjoy one of these, and it'll add more pep into your step while you're walking around. So we have a long list of flavors that we look to do. Certainly, knowing that coffee is a very popular one, but we didn't want to just be a regular coffee, so we wanted to just step it up a notch because that's what the Big E is. It's a notch above.
Thanks, EJ.
So that's what we heard from E.J. Dean about the new cream puff. I'm going to make a hot take. I don't like cream puffs.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
That is quite the hot take.
Every year I'm like, oh, I can't wait for the cream puff. And then I always have it. I'm like, wait, you don't like this.
Oh
my god. The hottest take to start with the first review.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know.
I thought you were about to say you didn't like coffee flavored,
Yes.
like ice cream or
Yeah.
you know,
No.
the flavor, which I
Well-
would have been like, I'll hop on board with that.
That
I'm
could
not
be
a huge
another
fan.
discussion because I'm also not necessarily the biggest fan of coffee ice cream and that type of thing.
Neither am I. I gave this cream puff a try too, but I mean, I love cream puff, so I was able to get one of the espressos and one of the just normal vanilla ones.
Mhm.
And obviously, they can never go wrong. So I personally love the cream puffs. And if you do like coffee flavored stuff, I mean, I thought it was pretty good.
I agree. I thought it wasn't like espresso. Sometimes it can be too much, like
Yeah.
too overwhelming, and I thought it was like perfect. But the one thing I love the Biggie cream puffs, but it's just so hard to eat. Like
Yes.
I cannot. I took it to go and I tried to eat it in the car, and that was like a
I
huge
think
mistake.
that also probably plays a factor in why I don't like them is because when you take them, I've never had one like on the site or whatever.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always been to go.
Yeah.
Like
Same, yeah.
even when I've gone to the Biggie, like last year, the last place we stopped was to get the cream puffs on the way out. So I think that's maybe part of it, but I feel like they get soggy very fast and it's hard to eat them properly, I guess,
Yeah.
once they've been sitting in a container for who knows how long. But
Yeah, no, I agree, especially because I feel like everybody always fills up on the food and drinks before.
Yep.
And once
Yep.
the cream puffs come out at the end of the taste and the media party, everyone just takes them to go. So usually everyone just has them in the car or if they make it home and it's still always just a mess.
Yeah. But like I feel like putting them in the fridge too after, it's just like they kind of squish down and it's not
A little bit.
probably
Yeah.
not the same as trying it fresh.
Fresh, yeah.
Maybe I'll try a fresh one tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Good idea.
give a better opinion next time we talk about the Biggie.
Yeah. So executive editor Chris Mazza also gave this a try and said it really tasted like a good coffee ice cream. He also said he's tried many ways to eat the Biggie cream puff, and the most successful way he's found is the smush and bite. But really, there's no way to eat one of these without making a mess. Like we just said, I strongly agree with Chris that it's something that I've yet to figure out. So
Yeah,
I
no.
may have to try that method now when I eat the cream puff.
Yeah, it's a fair point. I know he was really looking at different methods this year. He was talking about, I know some people like to twist and
Yep.
split into two because, I mean, it is that big. You can kind of split into two different treats. The smush and bite, I'll definitely have to try this year
Yep.
as well.
Wait, that's smart. You could eat it like an Oreo that way if you do the
Exactly.
separate
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure when he talked to EJ, he was asking for some methods that people try. So, you know, gotta see which one works best for you.
Mm.
This year, the NOLA Cajun Kitchen and Raw Bar will be serving up Asian sticky ribs, which Chef Bill Collins was very excited about.
All right, so we're NOLA Cajun Kitchen and Raw Bar, and we are putting out what I think is the best rib at the fair. This is a sticky rib, crispy sticky rib, a little Morimoto signature sauce. It's got a little sweet, a little bit of spice. We finish it off with some delicious Thai chili crisp that goes right over the top for that little extra zing. A little bit of green onion goes right across all these bad boys. Some sesame sauce and some bull's blood green. So this is a little beet green that's going to be going on here for what I think is the fair's best rib. 6 hours slow cook, fall off the bone. It's delicious.
Yeah, I mean, this definitely was, one of the favorites, I think, at least among the writers at The Reminder who tried this. I mean, it was a delicious rib. I tried it myself. It was crispy texture. It had great flavor. Everything about it was really just fall off the bone, delicious rib.
Absolutely. The guy that was working at their station was like, this is going to be life-changing for you. When I walked by, and I was like, is it really going to be? It actually might have been, to be honest. Like, it was that good.
Yeah.
I love ribs, and this was probably maybe the best one I've ever had.
Wow.
It was that good.
Yeah.
I did not try it. This is one that I wish that I did try because everyone on the news team that tried it was raving about it. They said it was like the best thing they had there. So
Yep.
I will definitely be trying that at the Biggie.
Yeah, this is, like I mentioned earlier, something we'll be hunting down once
Yep.
the Big E officially opens to find and purchase many of them.
Yeah, I looked online. Obviously, Bill Collins is like the executive chef and owner of Center Square Grill in East Long Meadow. I was looking at their menu yesterday just to see if they had these short ribs. They have these Morimoto short ribs on their menu. I don't know if they're the same thing, but next time I'm going there, I'm gonna
Have to
give
yeah.
them a try just to see if they're the same as these. Because if they're 2 minutes down the road from work, that's what's gonna stop me from going there for lunch every day.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And then, like we've mentioned, some of the other members of the staff were also big fans. Staff writer Trent Lavacas said, immediately upon my first bite, I was quite confident it was going to be the best thing I ate that day.
Staff writer Ryan Fair said, this is easily the best food from the Biggie Media tasting event in maybe 3 years. The meat fell right off the bone, and the Thai chili crisp provided a subtle maple flavoring to definitely achieve the classic sweet and savory balance.
Looking at something else the staff tried, when you think fair food, you wouldn't think broccoli. But the Broccoli Bar on Springfield Road will be serving broccoli tempura, and it turned out to be one of the favorites among the staff this year. At the preview, folks at the Broccoli Bar were in full costume to get everyone excited, and here's what they had to say about what they're dishing out.
Big time. We have a little tempura sample with a little maple sriracha, yum yum, toasted coconut crunch, pickled veg, and a little bit of fresh chive on top. But if you come to the Big E, we got what's called the Big Sexy, which is tempura barbecue dry rub dumplings, stir fry on a bed of cozy rice with all those sauces and toppings. Big time.
So this was the first thing that I tried at the media taste, and it was one of my favorites. It was absolutely delicious. I love the only thing I've ever had like with tempura is like shrimp tempura.
Yeah.
So I was interested to see what this was going to be like. But I thought it was delicious. Like it wasn't greasy. It was like the perfect broccoli tempura mix. It was delicious.
Yeah, I love broccoli. So anytime I get to try another variation on it, of course I'm going to do it. It was also one of the first things I tried as well. But I'd probably put this right behind the ribs with how much I enjoyed it. I'm excited to go back and see them at the fair and maybe get a little bit fresher. I don't know how much they were sitting out a little bit, the ones that we had at first. But if, like, even as they were, just a great thing to grab.
Yeah,
you know?
they were just a quick bite. They were light. I thought they were delicious as well. I agree with you, Dennis. I'll have to put them behind the sticky ribs. Everything's probably going to go directly behind them, but this would be probably like a very close second with how delicious they were. And if you guys watch the videos on any of the Reminder Publishing's websites or social medias, you will see how enthusiastic everyone working behind this booth were. They really invited you in, and their food did not disappoint.
Absolutely. And this obviously is still fried food, but probably maybe a little healthier alternative to getting some fried Oreos or something like that.
True. That is also true.
I always go back to the one time I got fried Oreos. Me and one of my friends ate a whole bag, and it was the biggest mistake of my life, probably. But here we are. So I'd definitely be looking toward a lighter fried food this time. So Trent called this one of the wonders of the day for sure. He said, I have always been a broccoli fan and think it's gotten a bad rap from propaganda stemmed from children's cartoons and material. He's totally right here, by the way. Fry it up, and there is no question the vegetable makes for a great, crunchy treat, and adding the unique sriracha sauce makes this a unique treat at the fair.
Ryan Fair said he was also surprised by how much he enjoyed it. He said, instead of drowning the broccoli's earthy flavor, the sriracha sauce was a nice garnish. Frying dishes is a Biggie staple at this point, but I give Broccoli Bar credit for creating a thoughtful rendition of the vegetable.
Prime editor Debbie Gardner called it a light snack that's perfect for fueling those thousands of steps you'll take as you crisscross the fair. She is sure right about the amount of crisscrossing that will be done at the fair.
Yep. Tavern on the Avenue Estates will have some crowd pleasers with its chili and cheeseburger chowder and a bread bowl, plus corned beef and pastrami Reubens.
This is the mini Reuben from Town Tavern, which is very delicious, mind you. They also have cheeseburger in a bowl and chili in a bowl, which is what I have here, the little bread bowl, which I'm looking forward to. I'll try the chili by itself first. The chili is very delicious. I'm going to try the bread bowl with it too. Very good. It is actually very nice and soft. It goes with it really well.
So I tried the corned beef Reuben, which was actually, that was my favorite thing that I ate all day. It was corned beef topped with like coleslaw, and it was little sample bites. So I was like, I literally could eat 10 of them. It was so good. I will definitely be looking for that at the fair. And I wish I had tried the cheeseburger chowder, because I heard that was also delicious. So that's another one.
They have the cheeseburger chowder every year. I remember the first year we went, they had it.
Really?
And Peyton would not stop talking about that cheeseburger chowder like every single time that we went to the taste.
Yes.
Because it is that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sorry to cut you off. I
No,
just
it's
remember
okay.
this was, I think, my first year trying it, and it really was delicious. And probably one of the best vessels for anything is just a bread bowl. Easy to carry around. I mean, I don't know what it will look like at the fair because they gave us a sample, but it was a small bread bowl that you got to eat the chili out with a spoon, and the bread's another snack right after. And the Reuben also delicious, had plenty of flavor. So I definitely look forward to having those.
Yeah, I might have to sneak back for the pastrami. I love pastrami.
I definitely recommend it if you do. It had plenty of great flavor.
Nice.
So before we dive into more Biggie treats, we're going to take another quick break.
Looking to reach the 60-plus market? Look no further than the fall issue of Prime. This quarter, Prime explores a meaningful retirement, whether it is entrepreneurism, volunteering, or your next passion project, not to mention the 50-plus job seekers program for those who need a financial boost. Plus, practical advice to extend the life of your laptops, busting common estate planning myths, and the lowdown on must-have vaccines are just a sample of the stories that will attract readers. Call Sales Manager Scott Green at 525-6695 to connect with the customers you want to reach through the fall issue of Prime.
And we're back. This year, the team from Delaney and the Log Cabin will be serving lobster nachos on the Avenue of States, and Trent Lavakis was very enthusiastic about them at the preview.
All right, we got the lobster nachos for you here today from Log Cabin in Delaney. It is fantastic. As a lobster lover, nothing but high praise, and it's always great to find ways to mix in one of the ocean's greatest delicacies in new ways.
Yeah, I have to agree with Trent there. I also tried the lobster nachos. I'm a huge fan of all sorts of seafood, especially lobster is definitely in the top 3. And these nachos were just great, and it was perfect too because obviously the lobster itself on top was nice, but the chips didn't get soggy. It had plenty of flavor and another quick, easy snack.
Didn't they have a whole bunch of cheese on them too?
Yeah. I mean, this thing was a loaded nacho for sure. And if you can see in the video, it is quite a bite. So a little on the messier side, but still easy to walk around the fair if you wanted to and have.
This is another one that I wish I tried because I'm with you, Tyler. I love lobster. It's one of my favorite seafoods. I think it's interesting. I've never heard of lobster nachos, so it's definitely a unique offering that's going to be offered this year.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think I've ever had them either. But as soon as I saw the sign that said lobster, I ran over there right after the broccoli. I had to get a little lobster in me.
Absolutely. I unfortunately am not a big seafood person. The 2 seafood I do go to though are lobster and then shrimp. But if I have too much seafood, I always get sick. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I don't think it's an allergy or anything. But it's unfortunate.
Yeah, that is quite unfortunate because it is good, but definitely stay away then.
Yeah. Macho Taco will be on East Road serving up al pastor street tacos and deep fried chili relleno, a deep fried poblano pepper filled with ground beef, cheese, and jalapenos topped with queso fresco and chipotle aioli. Chris Mazza gave this one a try, and he had this to say.
Well, it's clearly big. Not quite sure how to attack this, so I'm just going to go right at it. It's really nice. The nice thing is it's got a little bit of a kick, but it's not too spicy. The one thing is, obviously, it was served on a stick. It's a little bit difficult to eat, but definitely flavorful. Oh, little bit of kick there at the end. So, yeah, really nice, really nice.
So while Chris tried the poblano pepper, I tried the tacos that they had this year. As always, they were really good. I was a big fan last year because they had 2 different kinds of tacos, I believe. They had a chicken and a steak one. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to go to Macho Taco, you better get there early or you're going to be waiting for hours. One day I went to the Big E last year. The line was wrapped around the entire, because they were on coming from the main entrance or whatever, they're on the very opposite side of the Big E basically. And that line wrapped around to where the state buildings were. Pretty much. It was crazy when I went. I've never seen a line like that before, but it's obviously very worth it because the tacos and everything were awesome.
Yeah. I remember when I went to the Biggie last year too, the same thing. The line was, I think I went on a Monday and the line for that was still wrapped around. So do you remember what they offered last year?
I can't remember exactly, but I can picture the taco itself. It was Oh, they were empanada tacos. That's what it was.
Oh, yes.
And those are really good.
I remember those. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds good.
I was sitting here thinking, I was like, I don't remember any of this from last year, but as soon as you said that, yes.
Yeah.
And the day I went too, I also went during the week, and the line was ridiculous. But me and my girlfriend, like probably so many people, love Mexican cuisine. So we're waiting no matter what. I believe it was the first stop we made. We waited online, and it was well worth it to try everything they had. And I tried the taco this year. I didn't get to try the poblano pepper, but the taco is definitely very delicious.
Yes. Yeah. Because it was like they had like a like a pineapple pico on it.
Yeah.
And so they had that with the meat, and it was a very good
Yeah.
kind of mix of savory and sweet that I thought was awesome.
Yeah, and there was a little heat too because you could put some hot sauce. I think they had on the side.
Yeah. So the guy was like, "Oh, this is gonna be really hot." I put it on, and I was like, "I'm fine."
Yeah, I know. I got scared too because you told me that, and I don't do well with heat, so I was like, "Well, I have to try it."
Yeah.
And I tried it, and it was good. I thought it was not that spicy, just the perfect amount of kick.
Yeah, and I thought that really blended well with the pico too.
Yeah.
The Sam Adams Beer Garden on the Avenue of States will have a specialty pale ale and the local smash burger made with local beef from Autumn Mist Farm, cheddar cheese, greens, tomato, and topped with smash burger sauce.
So this is our smash burger. We partnered with a local farm, Autumn Mist Farm. They're less than 5 miles from the Big E, so extra local. They have this beautiful cattle that has a free choice environment, so very humane. And then Sam Adams brewed us a beautiful pale ale to celebrate our 35th anniversary at the beer garden.
So I did try this at the media taste, and unfortunately, I thought it was good, but I couldn't get past that it was cold. Like, it was very cold.
Oh, yours was cold?
It was
That's
really?
unfortunate.
So it kind of ruined it for me.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, it was a good burger. So I wish I had it while it was still hot.
Yeah, the one I had, thankfully, was not cold. And I did want to mention, I mentioned this in the story that I wrote about our experience at the Media Taste, but I always see Autumn Mist Farm on Facebook, and they always have, it seems like crazy good offerings for, burgers and sandwiches and stuff. So I'm glad that this kind of gave me that initial opportunity to try their burger meat, and it was really, really good. But they also have, with the specialty pale ale, I gave that a try. Not really a big IPA person. It kind of, I don't want to say it tastes like a tree because that's really reductive, but
I'm with you. I don't like IPAs either, but I did try it, and I thought it wasn't that bad, to be honest. I know, Tyler, you like IPAs.
I do like IPAs. I was about to say, I wish Chris was here as well to back me up and help against Dennis, but no, the IPA I thought was definitely. I thought it was good, but obviously I come from a more biased side. I've had IPAs. I like IPAs, but few things better than a burger and a beer. And the smash burger itself was also, I think, very delicious. Mine also, unfortunately, wasn't cold. Very sorry about that. And that definitely would take away from it. But hopefully you can go back and find it if you wanted it.
So that kind of also ties in. If you do not want that ale, the pumpkin Angry Orchard I was talking about, they are going to be serving that at the Sam Adams Beer Garden. So that's another option for us
I will have that.
non-IPA folks.
Yeah, no, it's a perfect time of year. I know we mentioned it, but the ciders and the cool different flavors they have, you got to try them all.
Yep.
Getting back to the sweet stuff, we have a couple of cool treats on the menu. The Ferrandino's Warm Apple Maple Creemee Sundae, which will be available at booths in the Storowtown Craft Common and the Better Living Center.
I'm Jerry Ferrandino from Ferrandino Maple, and we have our Warm Apple Maple Creemee, which is a warm apple pie filling, and it's topped with our homemade maple creamy ice cream. It's topped with toasted oats, and it's drizzled with our dark organic certified maple syrup.
I don't think I got the chance to try the sundae this year. Shockingly enough, there was so many different desserts this year, more desserts than I feel like in the past. So I personally didn't get to try this.
I did not either.
I also didn't either. So that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
I think didn't last year they had like a maple creamy cannoli, right? Wasn't that their thing?
Maybe.
I think they had a sundae with a cannoli last year.
Yeah, it's possible, but they do have a lot of great desserts that I will have to try.
Oh, didn't they have like a maple hot dog or something one year too, I think?
Maybe.
I feel like I remember that as well. But yeah, so obviously we didn't have it, but we weren't the only ones on the staff that were there, and a couple others were able to try it. So Debbie called this one a perfect blend of warm comfort with a cool finish. She also said the maple flavor in the ice cream and drizzle is subtle enough to complement, not overpower, the apple compote, and the maple oats give the sundae a nice crunch as a finishing note.
Chris was also a big fan of this. He agreed that the maple oats added a little something extra, both in terms of flavor and in texture, that really brought it all together.
MooLicious, which is located at Springfield Road and West Road, has become well known for its unique ice cream creations. This year is no different with the MooNugs, ice cream treats that are shaped and eat like chicken nuggets. Joe Didi, owner of MooLicious, took us inside the making of the MooNug.
So the MooNugs is maple ice cream that we make back at the shop. Applewood smoked bacon infused into that maple. Hand form it into a nugget, dip it into a white chocolate shell, and then roll it around with some frosted cornflakes.
Wow. And it looks like you've got some different toppings here. What do we have?
We do. We have marshmallow, caramel, chocolate sauce, maple syrup.
Somehow, this is also something I did not get the chance to try. MooLicious is something I went to last year when they had the Moo Bomb Sundae and another Sundae as well. But unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to try it this year.
Yeah, I didn't either. I think MooLicious is going to be one of the stops I make when I get there. I've also been meaning to go to their location in Southwick, try some ice cream there, but fortunately have not had the chance to. But Debbie called them a shareable treat that is the perfect fuel for Big E trekking.
MooLicious will also be selling Ronnie Pops this year, which are small batch popsicles made with no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. They'll be available in red, white, and blueberry, lemon, coffee, and watermelon.
I actually got the chance to try the Ronnie Pops. I think I did the coffee flavor, and I know I talked at the top about not liking coffee flavored things as much, but I wanted to give it a try, and it was really delicious. Got to talk a little bit about the making of the Ronnie Pops and everything, and they had all the other flavors out there, and it seemed very popular. So I would love to try a full-size one because they give you a little cube.
Yeah, that day it seemed like they had more offerings too, because I tried a root beer one.
Yeah.
And it tasted exactly like a frozen root beer.
Yeah.
It was good, but yeah, like you said, it was just a little sample, so definitely like refreshing to have if it's a warm day at the Big E.
Exactly. Of course, with all this food, you're going to get thirsty, and V1 Vodka has you covered in young building. This year, they'll have 2 new drinks to try. The White Christmas Martini, which was made with V1 Original, white cranberry juice, lime juice, and orange liqueur, and the Blushing Dragon Cocktail, which was made with dragon fruit juice, coconut water, and lime.
These two not only taste great, but they look great as well. The Blushing Dragon is served in a take-home mug with food-grade dry ice to make the drink look like it's smoking. And the White Christmas Martini comes served in an oversized Christmas ornament. Chris Mazza, usually a beer drinker, was the first to try the Blushing Dragon.
All right, so I have the Blushing Dragon cocktail from V1. Paul from V1 was explaining to me that this is based off of a legend from Poland. Basically, there's a myth that there was a dragon that protected the castle. So while they were in Poland, they saw a few places that had these smoking drinks. And so let's give this a go. Well, that is dangerously good. That is something, and especially it comes in this great thing, so it's nice to carry around the fair and sip on, especially some of those September days are still a little hot. So this would be great on one of those days.
I also gave the Blushing Dragon a try. I am very much a vodka drinker. That's probably my go-to alcoholic, what would you call it? Just base, I guess, for a drink.
Sure.
Yeah, that's usually what I go for. But it was the dragon fruit flavoring was also really cool and good. And it was awesome, like having the mug and you just see this thing smoking.
It looked so cool. The presentation was amazing.
Yeah. Top-notch presentation for sure. But it was nice to have it. And then it was the dry ice didn't really go away after I was finished with it. So when I got home, there was still a little bit of a dry ice base on the mug before I washed it. But
yeah, I tried the White Christmas Martini, which, like you said, it came in the ornament, which was cool because the person there said it's dishwasher safe, so you can bring it home and wash it. And I was like, I'm going to use this to make all of my drinks now. But it was great. No complaints really there. Just the only complaint was that it was like 10 a.m. when we were drinking this, so then we had to go back to work after. So that was a little tough, but yeah, it was delicious.
Yeah, I had the martini as well. It was delicious. I'm not usually a huge fan of vodka either, but you can barely taste it, I felt like. And, you know, all the flavors went well together, and both drinks being in a mug or an ornament you could bring home, I mean, the gimmick is perfect because, you know, those glasses are so cool you would want to take them anyway. So now you get to take them home and use them for the holidays or whenever.
Right.
Absolutely. And obviously this is another year of great drinks from V1.
Yes.
I know last year they had their Taylor Swift drink. That was pretty good. It was like lavender haze lemonade or something, I think.
Delicious.
All the guys that were there took a shot of it together at the same time. They caught that on video for our stuff last year. But yeah, every year it seems like there's something good for everybody.
There was other drinks there that they didn't have sampled, but they had a long list of drinks that will be included, and they all have a lot of funny and clever names. So on top of it, I mean, they really dive completely into the bit, which I really enjoy too.
And then kind of adjacent to this there, I don't think any of us tried it, but Wave had their mocktails again, and I thought it was funny that this year's was, I think it was Shrek Swamp or something.
Yes.
And so I thought that was a funny flavor that they had for that. For anybody that's not drinking alcohol at the fair, there's obviously options for non-alcoholic beverages as well.
Of course, this is just a sampling of the many, many options from this year's fair. We just don't have enough time to talk about all the ones we liked, but we're going to try. Here's a quick rundown of some of the other standout items that we tried.
Crave Cafe in the Young Building will have a strawberry Dubai cup made with strawberries, pistachio cream, rich hazelnut chocolate, and crisp kataifi layered and topped with roasted pistachios. They'll also have their signature crepes in several varieties, including s'mores, strawberry, and banana Nutella.
The Worst House returns to Commonwealth Avenue with a variation of its schnitzel sandy, this time topped with a paprika sauce. Sandwich is a gigantic pork cutlet topped with a smoky paprika sauce and a sprinkle of Parmesan on a warm pretzel bun.
At the Harpoon Beer Hall on New England Avenue, you can try the Hot Honey Tango, which is 2 crispy, beer-battered colossal shrimp skewers topped with hot honey with a kick of Tajin with a lime on the side.
I know we just said that we were going to quickly run through these. I have thoughts on basically everything that we just talked about in those last
Feel free to share.
section there. So one thing, I tried the s'mores crepe that they had over at the Crave Cafe. It was very good. The only thing is it was a little dicey how they heated it because they used like a handheld blowtorch on a plastic plate, and that was
that is dicey.
Yeah, and I got burnt a little bit. I didn't get any like real burns, but
That's right.
Yeah, Tyler's remembering now. All of a sudden I felt that sharp jolt and I dropped my crepe.
Yeah.
But somehow it landed right side up, so I was able to finish it.
Yeah, I was confused because I was trying something else, and obviously you let out a little like small scream of pain, and I just see it fall, but somehow it landed straight up. I was like, what happened? And you explained the situation, so that's why I'm laughing, because it just came back to me.
So I'm hoping they'll maybe have a different container that you can take with you when you're walking around the Big E, but just if not, be careful with that. Just you don't want to get burnt. And then with the schnitzel sandy, words cannot really describe how large this thing is.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got very small sample sizes, but the actual sandwich is like actual gigantic pork cutlet on a very small pretzel bun.
Yes. Yeah, I think there's definitely more cutlet than bun for sure, which is super nice. I think the samples, I think they probably made like 20 samples from one sandwich, like because it is that good. I didn't get the chance to try it this year. I remember trying it in years past and getting it at the fair, so I knew not to try it this year to save room for other things, but it is definitely so good.
Mm-hmm. And with the size, you have to imagine it is very messy too with the sauce
Yes.
and everything. So just grab a bunch of napkins for
Yep.
that, and you should be good to go. And then the hot honey tango. So late last year, I was introduced to the hot honey chicken pizza that they have at Pizza Shop in East Longmeadow.
Okay.
Since then, that has become my go-to pizza.
Mhm.
If I go to the pizza shop, I'm getting that hot honey pizza.
Yeah.
It's that good. So, and then you had that with fried shrimp. Come on.
Yeah.
Incredible combo. And like, obviously we got very small, tiny pieces there,
Mhm.
but the actual size is think colossal shrimp
Really?
on a skewer. And it kind of like similar scale if we're talking about the sandwich from Worst House,
Mhm.
but like shrimp size basically, where it's just gigantic. And funny thing with tahine, I went to Maine with some cousins earlier this summer, and one of my cousin's husbands, he was like putting tahine all over watermelon the entire time we were there. So that was my first experience with that, but it's a nice
Yeah.
little kick for
Yeah.
sweet stuff.
Definitely, yeah. I've said it about everything, but I mean it. I really want to try that now
Yeah.
too, the colossal shrimp.
Yeah, that is definitely something I'm going to be going back for too. And then I guess we've talked a lot about the food, but I kind of wanted to hit on some of the concerts and stuff people can expect over the Big E's run this year. Some of the big ones, at least from my eyes, starting off this Saturday, you have Busta Rhymes and Rick Ross.
Insane.
So that's a fun concert.
Awesome.
And you get TLC Friday, September 19th, Foreigner Sunday, September 21st, Train Saturday, September 27th, and ZZ Top Sunday, September 28th. These are all the paid concerts. The paid concert experience is pretty good. A few years ago, I went to go see Bring Me the Horizon, who is my favorite band,
Nice.
and they were playing at the Big E, which is crazy to me. So I went and saw them with a friend, and the concert experience is pretty good.
Nice.
And then looking at some of the smaller shows that are going to be at the Court of Honor stage, these are all free. There's going to be the Marshall Tucker Band, Five for Fighting, and Queensryche. Those are kind of the big label ones that they have here. But also on September 19th, you'll be able to see B.O.B. And then September 26th, they'll have Finger 11, who is, I believe, the writers of the song Paralyzer, which was one of my cousin's favorite songs,
Nice.
growing up. So I just can't believe B.O.B. is a free concert. The downfall of him, it has to be studied.
It is funny because when you think about it, paid or not, I know the Big E is a huge fair every year, but to get some of these acts is really wild. And I'm very interested to see. I've never been to a concert paid or free at the Big E, but this might be the year because this list is pretty intriguing.
I was talking with former Jacoby reporter Matt Conway about this. I saw him a couple weeks ago, and he was saying that he wanted to go see B.O.B. too. I think, to me, for the B.O.B. one, is just funny to me that it's free because, I don't know, maybe 2010 to 2012, I feel like he was huge. He had songs with Haley Williams from Paramore, and then he had Morgan Freeman narrate one of his songs at the start. It's just wild.
It's something a lot of us grew up with. Not to make us all sound old, but it is crazy to kind of come full circle, and now he's performing at the Big E for free.
Yep. So maybe look for me there.
Is that the Kid Laroi too performing?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm gonna be honest, I do not know who that is.
I know some of his songs. He's
good.
Yeah, he's good. He's he's young. He only started, I feel like, a few years ago. So
a few years ago.
Good for him to come out here too.
Yeah.
Nice. And that's gonna wrap up another episode of So That Reminds Me.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Thanks for listening to So That Reminds Me, produced by Western Massachusetts news source Reminder Publishing. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, find the latest news at thereminder.com, and follow Reminder Publishing on Instagram at Reminder Publishing, on X at The Reminder MA, and on Facebook. Reminder Publishing, we are hometown news.